Welcome to the college football playoff. The season's had plenty of ups and downs, and all the drama has led up to this point, the first round of the 12-team playoff. And a home field advantage for one side. This place is rocking. This is a very intriguing matchup. One team that earned the right to host this game and enjoyed tremendous crowd support against another team that slipped into the playoff, trying to establish a tradition now of upsets in the first round of the CFP. As we'll see the number 11 seed in this playoff, the Duke Blue Devils, taking on the number 6 seed in the playoff, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kurt Herbstreit. And the playoff is here. We've got a tremendous on-campus environment. Can't wait to get this one started. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. So Clemson's offense will get the first swing today. And here he comes, the quarterback. All eyes on him. He's the guy that just makes everything go.
Well, this guy's Mr. Do-It-All. It's almost odd to say this about a quarterback, but he truly does. He's the echo of the coach and the connector of this offense. When everyone is hooked up to him, this team operates at maximum capacity. And that usually means their opposition is in trouble.
Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid game.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Completion good for first down yardage for this offense. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards. Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Motion now from the tight end. And he'll drop back here on third down. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Play never had a chance. Defense grabs him for a loss. The Tigers will line up to punt it away. No fair catch. Looking to make a return here. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. So Duke's offense takes the field. Our first chance to see them today. All right, Kirk, let's take a quick look at the impact players for today's game and how they're going to affect the outcome.
These are your leaders on the field and in the locker room. These are your go-to guys, not only when you need a play to be made, but also when you need somebody to rally your team.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. Great example, the defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. They'll bring him down, but the spin cycle put on that defender, my goodness. The Blue Devils come to the line to run the hurry-up.
Boy, really nice throw here to the slot receiver, and I love the quickness that he has after the catch. He's essentially a running back playing at that slot position. That's how dangerous he is after he makes a catch.
And the Blue Devils will line up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What's an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
On the run, it's Collins. Jukes, the defender, gets brought down after a solid gain. Solid gain in the running play. 3rd down now. They'll try to run for the 1st down. They get him down, but not before he moves the football to the 32.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Going to try to use his legs here. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense loved to play the RPO game. And here early, they pick up some big yards.
This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. They'll switch it up, looking to throw. Looks left and finds his target there. And the tackle is made, but the offense now is set up. 1st and goal from the 9.
Well, this is why running the football is so important. You run the ball, and then you go play action. It affects the eyes of the safeties and the linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
Back to pass. It's Murphy. Pass caught. Can he get in? He's swarmed by the defense. Solid 1st down gain sets the ball up close to the goal line. Can they finish it off here on 2nd and goal? From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Blue Devils. So with playoff pressure, Kirk, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Like this, they're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee to bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. The last time they were forced to punt it away. Can they get points out of this possession? And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Opening play of the drive, good throw to the left. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain in that play.
Well, they don't pick up the 1st down here, but if you can use the quick passing game to stay ahead of the chains, it definitely helps your offense. And if that defense starts to creep up and take that away, that's when you can take a shot downfield.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
One of those critical 3rd down plays coming up. Can he make it to the marker? And he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your 1st-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the 2nd and 3rd-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
No fair catch. Looking to return this punt. Returner is brought down. Gets it started on the next drive. Blue Devils offense heads back out on the field now. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. Breaks loose at the 45. Stop right near midfield. It'll be a 1st down.
You know, everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers. And don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. But, man, for me, as a fan, when I'm watching a game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball and come up with plays like that. Move those sticks and keep this drive rolling.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. extending the play now. Defense makes the tackle with the clock. It'll be the final play of this first quarter. And Duke has the lead here. And the first quarter is in the books. What is a huge opportunity for both these programs to get a step closer to a national championship. We expect the teams to have worked through some of the nerves of this playoff game as we begin the second quarter. A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up fourth down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. Off the play fake on first down. Pulls it in. It's Williams. And it works. The first down to the 35.
You know, each receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To me, the outside receivers usually are a little bit longer, taller guys. You get those slot receivers in the inside. Not only can they make the catch, but they have quickness to make plays after the catch. Great example of that right here.
Second down after that run on the previous play. He's going to be brought down by that ferocious pass rush. Nice sack.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. It's intercepted. The defense sniffed out the screen pass. Tackled after a short return to the 23. Nice play by this defense.
Chris, how about the big 300-pound defensive lineman getting his paw on that football and bringing it in for an interception?
So the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They're looking to build on the lead. They had to punt the football in their last possession.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks and gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
Using his legs, it's Collins. And they make the stop to get the ball carrier down. So here we go, third down in the red zone. The kind of play that decides football games. Try and muscle for the first down. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Making people miss. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Duke. So the offense clicking now, Kirk, building the lead, and this one could get out of hand.
Well, it's just complete domination. The offense is executing and doing their job, putting points on the board. The defense is shown up, prepared, ready to play. It just feels like this game's getting sideways in a hurry.
He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. Punt over the middle. It's Brown. Tackle made after a big gain. And the Tigers looking to use the up-tempo offense here.
This is why this Clemson offense is so tough to defend. You get caught up in the running game, the threat of the quarterback as a potential run threat. You leave yourself one-on-one, and then he can make these throws downfield.
Fired into a tight window and picked off. They bring him down after a short return, but the takeaway sets up the offense near midfield.
Chris, he's just trying to find the hole in the zone coverage. But, as you know, those windows can open and close pretty quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So the timing's got to be just right, or you're going to see an interception like this.
The guys up front lined up. It's first down. That wasn't alert enough. Didn't get the play off. That'll cost him 5 yards.
Delay of game. Offense.
And the delay of game penalty will push the offense back 5. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Off the play fake, looking to throw. And the pass is incomplete.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
Incomplete, so it's second down and 10. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
Timeout.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. The shotgun handoff here. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Well, the defense coordinator this week already telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
So the ball at midfield, and now the offense facing a third and long. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. And he pulls in the catch. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. The Blue Devils begin a new series here, first and 10. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Tackle is made, just a short gain after the completion.
Well, here the defense decided to sit back and play zone, and that front didn't do a good job of pressuring the quarterback. He had the time to make the throw, and he put it on target.
Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. They're going to trap behind the line. It'll be a short loss.
There's a nice sack by this defense, something that they've been looking for. They've been on their heels most of this football game. That time they were able to get after the quarterback and bring him down. Let's see if that can provide a bit of a spark, see if they can get a little bit of momentum.
He takes it into the end zone, but a marker is down, so hold on here.
Pass interference. Defense.
So obviously they'll decline the pass interference call, and the touchdown will stand. And they get set now to try the PAT. Attack on the PAT, and it's 21-0. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away.
Clemson, 0.
So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Off the play fake, looking to throw. Running out of time in the pocket. Oh, the sack is made there by the freshman.
That's another sack for this defense, Chris. If I'm not mistaken, they've got a lot of pressures. I think that's their second sack of this game. And this defense has a lot to do with why they have this nice lead here early in the game.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. He's running out of time here. Again, he's just trapped and sacked in the pocket.
I can't believe the amount of pressure this defense is getting on this quarterback. Sack after sack. Boy, you got to think about changing things up. The snap count, the scheme, anything at all to help this offensive line. They're overmatched so far in this game.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Defense is coming after him. The protection breaks down again. Back-to-back sacks. That's the 2-minute warning. Let's see if this offense can do something before the break to cut into this big lead. The Tigers will send their punt team onto the field. He's on to kick it away, helping his team with field position. Gets the kick away from his own end zone. And we'll see what he can do on the return. And the coverage team able to bring him down. Duke's offense heads back out onto the field now. They've really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. And the defense makes some adjustments, come up with a stop here. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down. And the Blue Devils come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. On first down, they'll keep their running game churning. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
Here's the second down play. The sack in the play could not escape the pass rush.
Well, that's the kind of play right there that this defense has been looking for. Maybe that'll spark them because, let's face it, this game has not gone the way they had hoped. But a play like that sometimes can create some momentum and change the complexion of the football game.
That sack sets up a 3rd down play. Handoff here from the shotgun. He's stopped short of the marker, so it's 4th down now. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. So they'll settle for a field goal attempt here. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. They've got a choice here in the final minute. Do they get aggressive, try to cut into this lead, or play it safe and point toward the second? The catch is made for a huge pickup. Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy. One play moves the ball to the 48. Another first down coming up. And he drops back in the gun, looking for his big tight end. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. It's a huge gain all the way down inside the 30. This offense has gotten going at long last. It's another 1st and 10. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. It's caught. Nice pitch and catch. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down. So on a first down, the field goal unit will come out there trying to get 3 points before the half. This one is right through.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for 3, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. And he'll be brought down, and that will wrap up the first half of play. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Thanks, Chris. The magnitude and intensity of these playoff matchups is always something special to be a part of. It's been a fun start to this one, and this offense has really been the story. They've opened up a sizable lead, and unless something drastic changes, things might get even more out of hand. A combination of lethal efficiency, and that offensive line has been the key. They've mauled that defense and also just about broken their will.
Blue Devils offense heads back out on the field now. And this offense trying to build in a very impressive first-half performance, trying to stretch the lead right away here in the third. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. On first down, it's play action. Pressure is coming. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? The sure hands. It's Taylor. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Offense getting set. Second down play here. A quick throw out left, complete. And he'll be brought down. The Blue Devils will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up. Quick throw. The catch is made. The gain is not enough for first down, so it brings up a 4th and short. It's an RPO. The quarterback gets it out quickly. They bring him down to the 38, but that's good enough for a first down. And the Blue Devils come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Takes the handoff. It's Bishop.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
The game makes it second and medium. He's going to pull it down and run. It's a fumble. Oh, and they pick it up. It's still a live ball.
Well, just like running backs, quarterbacks, when they decide to pull the ball down and run, they've got to protect it. He left it out away from his body exposed, and it got knocked away. He's very fortunate he had a teammate who was able to get on top of it.
Finding enough space for a solid game before they stop him. The offense going with the hurry up. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. He'll be taken down, but a penalty flag on the field.
Hold it.
Costly holding penalty there. Backs him up 10 yards. Second down play coming up. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Makes the grab. It's Taylor. And moves the ball to the 35 and another first down. No huddle here for the offense.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with a lead in the second half. Get to a third down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw.
Caught near the goal line. Touchdown, Blue Devils. To stretch the lead, the route is on. Well, Kirk, this quarterback told us this is my time to shine, a playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. They settled for a field goal last time out. Let's see what they can do this time. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Runs through a tackle. He's got space here. They can't stop him. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Steps out of bounds, but not before a huge gain on the ground. First down here for this offense. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Lets it go quickly. And he's got it. Touchdown, Clemson.
Well, That's just textbook right there. Great timing and recognition by the quarterback. Great route by this receiver. He gave a nice stem to the outside before he went to the post. Perfect timing, tough to defend, and an easy touchdown for this offense.
Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. So the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. The last possession, they really had the passing game clicking, moved right down the field for a touchdown. They'll tackle him right at the 31.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
A gain makes it second and medium. Takes the handoff and he'll head left. And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. That gain sets up a third down play. QB sneak.
That's a good effort, but just not enough for the first down. I think Chris, the defense, had an idea that this play was coming. You could see him pinch to the inside to prevent the quarterback from breaking past the line to gain.
Here we go. The coach rolling the dice. 4th and 1 in his own territory. And the quarterback just sneaks it.
Well, that's the beauty of having a quarterback with this kind of length on 4th down and 2. You go with quarterback sneak. All he has to do basically is fall forward and pick up a first down. Good call and a nice job of executing up front.
The Blue Devils line up on 1st and 10 now. Using his legs, it's Bishop. Brought down after picking up 5 yards, so 2nd and 5.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Quick completion to the tight end. Brought down, but the gain moves the ball all the way to the plus 42.
Chris, much like we saw in the first half, this quarterback can put the ball right on the money. Now, you know the defensive coordinator at halftime spent all the time he could with his secondary to come up with answers on how to try to slow this guy down.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. And Duke has the lead here. And with 3 quarters in the books with a chance to stay alive in the playoff at stake, let's take a quick look at the stats so far. And now entering the final period of play, is there an epic comeback in store? We're going to find out. And the Blue Devils are moving quickly down the field. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Grab behind the line. It's Bishop. But the play loses yardage. Very tough 2nd down coming up now.
Boy, the defense does such a good job of taking any threat downfield away. All you can do is throw it to his back, and loss of yards, now you're behind the sticks.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Dropping back, it's Murphy. Pass rush closing in. Hit as he releases it, and the pass falls incomplete. 8th play of the drive coming up. What a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw it again. He'll take a deep shot here. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on 3rd down, but now it brings up 4th.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on third down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big fourth down coming up.
And that one will bounce into the end. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Trying to create outside the pocket now. And the sophomore's got him for a sack.
Man, how impressive have these guys been in this football game? I really expected to see a very different outcome with the hype of this quarterback and the way he's played most of this year. But this defense has held him under 200 yards passing. They've got a nice lead, and they are not sitting back and resting on their laurels. They're applying more pressure, and they come up with a sack here.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Lofting it toward the left sideline. And he throws his third interception of the day. Not much on the return, tackled at the 17, but a big interception for this defense.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given a quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they've wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control, and we can do whatever we want, whenever we feel like doing it.
Pass complete. It's second down now. Back to pass. It's Murphy. The pocket breaking down. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
The first down pickup tackled at the 45.
You know, they've got a lead here late in the game, and the play calling, I think, shows you how much confidence they have in this quarterback. He's had a pretty clean game today, and this decision to still throw the ball with the lead shows you that they believe he's going to make the right decisions and make accurate throws.
The Blue Devils lining up here on 1st and 10. And they'll work the clock here by keeping it on the ground.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle at the line of scrimmage.
Now it's 2nd down here. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Receiver makes the grab. Good enough for 1st down yardage. Offense set for the 6th play in this drive. Quarterback looking to scramble. The senior calls his own number, picks up the 1st down.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the 1st down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first, to keep this drive.
Here's a shot toward the end zone. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
I don't know if people understand how hard it is to defend against a deep ball in man coverage like that. But this defensive back did it perfectly. Turns his head back just in time to find the ball to ensure that incompletion.
The offense was moving well, but 2 incompletions sets up a 3rd and 10. He's going to take off here. And they stop him at the 4 after an excellent run.
Really love the call here on 3rd down to give the quarterback the option to either make the throw or pull it down and keep it himself to be able to pick up 1st down yardage.
And that's the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to work the clock, getting closer now to an impressive victory. And the Blue Devils line it up with 1st and goal. Pitch to the back. Touchdown, Duke. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly. So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Now the kickoff team is out on the field.
That makes the score 38, Clemson 10.
Fields it just outside the goal line. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. This thing is so out of hand. All you can do now is play for a little shred of pride. And looking to throw now on 1st down. With the catch, it's Brown. And he'll pick up the 1st down, stopping at 27. A new set of downs after that completion. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And he can't escape. It's a sack for the defense.
This defense has been lights out today. Great job once again applying pressure on this quarterback. This poor quarterback, he doesn't know what he has seen today. Not able to get anything going to be able to try to compete in this game. They're down big, and now they're just hoping for that clock to run out.
Couldn't find anybody open. He just has to throw it away.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
Final minutes here. They'll throw it deep downfield. And it is wide open for a huge gain. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion. The offense is clicking, and the defense just searching for answers now. Grab down the middle. It's Moore. And he's brought down after a big first down gain. It's second and short. Maybe an opportunity, Kirk, to take a shot here. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Easy throw to a wide-open receiver downfield. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. Clemson now operating in the red zone. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
It is a sack party out there for this defense. Everything going their way. You know that this offense is going to try to throw the football down by such a big margin late in the game. And this defensive line is bringing the heat. They come up with another sack.
They finally tackle him at the 4. It's a solid gain on the pitch and catch.
That's a much better job by this quarterback of working through his progressions. We've seen him earlier try to force some throws, trying to make a big play. This time, works through his progressions, checks it down to the flat, and picks up.
And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Now the try here for the extra point. So a quarterback who can escape and score like that, what a boost for this offense.
Yeah, quarterbacks like this who can scramble are so hard to defend because the defense is so caught up in coverage and defending the pass. By the time they realize what's happening, there's no chance of stopping him from scoring.
Fields it inside the 5-yard line. He tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Scanning the field. It's Murphy. Bringing pressure. The defense drops him for a loss. They went backwards there. A second down behind the sticks now. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.